The federal government to construct renewed Hope City and estates across the nation's geopolitical zones. Each of these cities will include a minimum of 1,000 housing units, with Karsana itself set to deliver 3,212 units. This is also for the president too. The president said that they are set to construct renewed Hope City and estate across the nation's geopolitical zones. And my question is, how will the government ensure the affordability of housing in the renewed Hope estate? How are they going to go about this? This is one of the things that the president said. Like I said, of course, you are aware of the address. So we have talked about the first one, and that didn't go down well with you. We have another one here. Do you think it's doing, at least we are actually going somewhere?
See, we are not ready as a people to build a nation. When we tell this story just tell to children. Is it hard to build a nation? You want to build a renewed Hope City. What is the meaning of that? Is it grammar? You are speaking grammar to children. Or they build a renewed Hope City. So when you have made that statement, you praise yourself. Oh, you have talked to them. Oh. You go to your cocoon, you tell your mates, how did you find my speech? And all that. There you put drink wine. And you shake hand. You know, if they don't like my speech, let them go and die. That character, you say character or people should not go near 10 kilometers from government house. That is what it means. People with this kind of attitude. Otherwise, your city cry to you, you come and tell this kind of bullshit. You know, these are all trash as far as I'm concerned. Building city and all. What does that mean? When you build the city, how do people access the city you want to build? For example, the one in Delta, where are you going to site it? The city you want to build.
But we are actually talking about the affordability first, because we know that right
Before
now...
Before you talk of affordability, you must build something first. Will you talk of affordability without the structure? So it's another way of exploiting the people. Because the contractors, a building that will cost 500,000, it will become a 50 billion. Are you with me? Don't build for us. As it is today, all Nigerians are building for themselves. So make the economy boom for the people. Provide what you're supposed to provide as a government. When I was growing up in Delta in those days, we drink government water along the streets. Water flows. There are street lights everywhere. There are electricity. It's not as if Nigeria should move forward, not backward. We are going backward. So people are already building houses for themselves. You say you build a renewed Hope City. What do you mean by renewed Hope City? For as far as these are all trash. Tinubu is not serious. Tinubu is not prepared for governance. That lady said it. What is that her name? Lady said he met her in London and he was saying, what do you have for the people? And Tinubu said, I have nothing. Okay, fight the people. Say if you fight the people, say they will kill him. You are afraid to die and you are in public office. What do you do in public office? If you are afraid to die, you shouldn't be in public office. If death is an issue for you, you already how many years now for Tinubu to waka? You will go. Can you avoid death?
Now that one is normal. Everyone
will go. So for you to talk about you having fear of death, that the things you should do, you can't step on toes, you can't do this, and you are in government. If you are afraid of death, if you are afraid of the people holding you to ransom, you just live a private life. But
we know that so many individuals can actually afford house right now because of the level of inflation. So don't you think that, though we do not know the time frame yet, though the president said something positive, so don't you think that if this comes to a reality, that it will have a way of at least alleviating this hardship in the country?
I have told you, even before now, that my friend who lives in Dubai, the gas he uses in his apartment is supplied by government. Okay. The water he drinks is supplied by government. That house he lives, was built by government.
It's not for free now, he's paying for it.
Yes, now. That's what I'm telling you now.
Is it not the same
it's
thing
not an issue of propaganda.
But is it not the same thing the president is coming up with?
How many persons, how many presidents have we had in Nigeria that talk about housing projects in this country? Where are the housing projects? So for me, allow the people to live their life. Provide what you should. Nigerian government is too full of propaganda. That's what I don't like to them. Propaganda, oh, we're going to do this, we want to do this. You can't, for me, I align with opinion that what this protest should actually be is that we should occupy the National Assembly. We draw up an electoral reform that we will present to the National Assembly. That if you don't implement this, if you don't pass this,
okay,
if you don't pass this, we will remain here with you. I think I align with that opinion. Because if we do not do such critical thing, these people will continue to take us for granted. In another 4 years, a new set of people will come and rig themselves into power, and they begin to tell us story, and all sort of nonsense. So for me, we need to get our electoral system intact. Once we get that intact, we close out all these kind of unserious men in our government offices. That's the truth of the matter.
All
so
right.
I'm not in tune with this renewed hope.
We still have to talk about it because, of course, everything cannot be completely wrong. Yes, we know that, according to you, that the president has not said anything about the protest. Rather, he's saying a different thing. But maybe this might actually be what Nigerians want, but they do not know because right now things are on high. So my question is, what criteria will be used to allocate housing units in the Renewed Hope estate to potential residents? Know that, like I said, things are hard. So if they said this thing is for free, almost all the Nigerians will go there. But now they're talking about 1,000 units in all states. And look at the number, the population in a particular state is even more than what the president is talking about. So what are the criteria do you think they will use to be able to allocate these houses?
Well, my people said, you cut the wood that is on top before you cut the one under.
What does that mean, please?
Fine. It means that before Nigerians will begin to scrabble for your 1,000 housing units, that which they need first, if Nigerians don't leave to that day you will commission that estate, nobody will live in that estate. Nigerians said today we are dying. Reduce cost of governance first. You have not done that. You are talking of Renewed Hope estate. So give to us what we want first. We are not children. Don't impose on us that which you want to give to us. We have a sense of judgment. This one that we need first, give us this one first. By the time you give us this one, we'll not begin to develop some level of trust in you. That tomorrow, this housing project you are talking about, by the time you build it, Nigeria will be able to access it.
But will you say that these are steps that the president is taking to prevent corruption and ensure transparency, and not just in the execution of this project, but in so many other things in Nigeria? Like this housing stuff, we have housing.
How does that prevent corruption?
That's what I'm asking you. Do you think it has any way of... it could be a major...
I have mentioned it here. At the end of the day, this housing project, how many billions are you spending? How many out of it, how many billions will go into individual pockets? Can we separate it? We cannot separate it. We don't run government with a sense, let us build a nation. Nigeria of today, we have come to a level where every man is scavenging. How do I get my own out of this system? How do I get... Because we have looked at it that the government, the people, we are not ready to build a nation. So it has come to the psyche of the Nigerian people that every opportunity you have, put your own in your pocket. Put your own in your pocket. And that is why this country will take very long to develop. Maybe if Nigeria will develop, all of us would have gone very far away. Are you with me? Would have gone very far away. Then maybe our children will not come to say. Otherwise, as a people, we should be able to say the way we live, is it good at all? The Bible says life unexamined is not worth living.
Okay.
The spiritual man examine all things. We all are all spiritual people in Nigeria. God is speaking to us every day in Nigeria.
Exactly.
And yet we are not examining the life we are living. People are living in corruption, they are not examining it. People are living in immorality, they are not examining it. How? How can we please God?
But do you think if the president put all of these things in place and Nigerians do not change their mindset, that there will still be a better system?
See, changing the mindset of a people is also part of the duty of governor. We have a National Orientation Agency. What does it do? National Orientation Agency, what does it do? Is it not to address the mindset of the Nigerian people, to build them how to love their country? But you can't be telling me to love the country while you yourself, you are stealing from the country. That is the issue now. You should be a model to the people. I wrote an article, unfortunately my people refused to publish it, when I talk about the 90 billion given to Muslim pilgrimage to Hajj in Saudi Arabia. I said when 90 billion government donation for pilgrimage, when the government break its own laws, you know, what they say it's too hard, they say it's too harsh, you know. So we have seen a situation where left and right we protect government, so that is the pain we are carrying.
So Ms. Edafe, in all you have explained, are you saying that the people are not Nigerians are not satisfied with President's address?
Oh God, I never see any Nigerian when they satisfied with this speech, because I've told you, first of all, a speech should be able to address the pain of a people. Where in that speech that the pain of the people was addressed?
There is renew hope.
Renew the hope. I will not be told there is a renewed hope. Is it today it started? Since he entered, he talk about renewed hope. Not be the renewed hope break the hardship. I'll be another hope. We are talking of another hope after this one. So what we are saying is that once government is able to show some level of honesty in business, so level of sincerity, commitment to doing what is right, and that is what is lacking in Nigerian government. Nigerian government has never a time shown its sincerity to doing what is right. And that's the pain of the people.